Hey guys, this is Khyati Dodia, an assistant professor from the Department of English, R.R. Lalan College, Bhuj, and welcome to my first online teaching lecture. I don't know whether you would like my online teaching method or this one-way conversation, but this is just an introductory lecture about the paper, the syllabus, and some basics. So let's start. Dear students, welcome all of you to the new academic year. Just take a moment and go strolling on the Facebook too. 3 months ago, you were all preparing for your semester 4 exams. And suddenly, COVID 19 has come. You are all in confusion regarding exams. As if what Hamlet felt, to be or not to be, that is a question. And then a historical decision has been taken. You are all now in semester 5. So, firstly, I congratulate all of you for clearing semester 4 without facing any examination and welcome to the semester 5, the most crucial year for every student during the college time and the batch of super seniors during undergraduate. I hope you are, and of course you are all safe and healthy during this critical period. We are not discussing here how corona affect the economy as well as the other fields. But as it is said, so must go on. We are here to complete our teaching learning process and to gain some knowledge. So get ready for it. In semester 5, I am dealing with paper number 514, which is literary criticism. Of course, you have studied literary criticism in last year, but what is new in semester 5? Let's have a look. In this paper, you have to study 3 units. Unit first is English New Classical Criticism. In this topic, you have to study 2 critics. First is John Dryden, and his work is an essay on dramatic poesy. In this essay, you have to study only Dryden's views on drama. The another critic is Dr. Johnson, and his work is The Lives of the Poets, in which you have to study only the life of Milton. Unit 2 is Romantic and Victorian Criticism, in which you have to study another 2 critics, which is William Wordsworth and Matthew Arnold. William Wordsworth's work is Preface to the Lyrical Ballads, and you have also studied Matthew Arnold's The Function of Criticism at the Present Time. Unit 3 is 20th Century Criticism, in which you have to study another 2 critics. The first one is T.S. Eliot, and his work is The Function of Criticism, and the another is J.C. Wenham, and his work is Criticism as Pure Speculation. For this paper, I will recommend you 3 books. First is Ramaswamy and Sethuraman, The English Critical Tradition, Volume 1 by Macmillan Publication 1986. Another is Enright, DJ, and Chikera, Ernest D. English Critical Texts, OUP Delhi 1981. And the third book is Lodge David, Modern Criticism and Theory, A Reader, Longmain, New York 1988. Besides this, if you want any help or if you want any study material from me, you can come to the department and I will hand over it to you. Now, let's have a look on university examination format. There will be 4 questions. Question 1 is essay type questions with choice. Here, you have to attempt only 1 question out of 2 and it has 20 marks. In question 2, it is also essay type question, the same as the earlier one. Question 3 is short notes. Here there are 4 short notes and you have to attempt only 2. It consists 20 marks. And the question 4, it is very short answer type question, 10 marks. Here you will be asked like MCQ, true false or one line answers, and there will be no choices here, so you have to attempt all the question. Now before jump onto the semester 5 topics, let's rewind some basics. Because I know Corona affects everyone's memory so badly. So, the term criticism. The term criticism is often understood to be the act of finding faults, censure, disapproval, the act of criticizing, especially adversely. It is inbuilt nature of every human being to find a fault. We are always ready for disapproval. And we need no special training for criticizing something. But the term criticism as it is used in this course signifies the act of interpreting, analyzing and making judgments of individual and comparative worth of works of art such as literature. Here you have to interpret, you have to analyze, and then only you can make judgment or you can state something by individual. Here you have to compare your works with the another works or the another works of art such as in literature, and then you can criticize something or someone. Criticism means a critical comment, review, article, essay, etc. expressing such analysis and judgment, the art, principles or methods of a critic or critics. Criticism is essentially an opinion supported by evidence relating to theme, style, setting or historical or political context. It may have positive or negative bias and may be a study of an individual piece of literature or an author's body of work. Now, what is criticism? Literary criticism is the interpretation, analysis, classification, and ultimately the judgment of literary works. So, our final goal is to judge a literary work. But before judge any literary work, we have to walk in that shoes. We have to analyze and classify that work. We must know each and every aspect of that literary work. Then and then only we can state something on that particular work. It is usually in the form of a critical essay, but in-depth book reviews can sometimes be considered as a literary criticism. Criticism may examine a particular literary work or may look at an author's writing as a whole. Although criticism may include some of the elements in order to support an idea, literary criticism is not a plot summary, a biography of the author, or simply finding fault with the literature. Researching, reading and writing works of literary criticism will help you to make better sense of work. From judgment about literature, study ideas from the different points of view and determine on an individual level whether a literary work is worth reading. Now, types of literary criticism. Here are examples of some types of literary criticism. A criticism can be biographical, it can be comparative, ethical, expressive, feminist criticism, historical, mimetic, pragmatic, psychological criticism, social criticism, textual criticism, and theoretical criticism. You have to first analyze any work of art and then classify it into this kind of literary criticism. Dear students, welcome all of you to the new academic year. Just take a moment and go strolling on the flashback too. 3 months ago, You are all preparing for your semester 4 exams. And suddenly, COVID 19 has come. You are all in confusion regarding exams. As if what Hamlet felt, to be or not to be, that is a question. And then a historical decision has been taken. You are all now in semester 5. So, firstly, I congratulate all of you for clearing semester 4 without facing any examination, and welcome to the semester 5, the most crucial year for every student during the college time, and the batch of super seniors during undergraduate. I hope you are, and of course you are all safe and healthy during this critical period. We are not discussing here how corona affect the economy as well as the other fields. But as it is said, so must go on. We are here to complete our teaching learning process and to gain some knowledge. So get ready for it. Criticism is a way of opening new avenues of thinking for readers, as well as increasing their understanding of the various perspectives of work of literature. Literary criticism is a way of having a conversation about a work, placing the work not only in its own context but also in the context of the thinking of time of the criticism. Indeed, literary criticism helps to keep good literature alive. Here, criticism helps you to open the new avenues, the new entries, the doors of thinking for the readers. It also helps you to increasing your understanding level with the help of various perspectives of the work of literature, which is possible that you may not aware of it earlier. It is a way of having a conversation about a work. Conversation here means discussion, interpretation, analysis of that particular work. Really, it helps you to keep good literature alive. With the help of literary criticism, you are now never read any literature like a robot, but you are now able to see the various perspective of the work of literature because it develops your thinking power, it increasing your understanding level. Well, if you think of literature as an artistic or realistic depiction of reality, then literary criticism and literary theory is the study of how we interpret literary representations of reality. Even if we are talking about fiction and poetry, literary criticism is the study of the representation of different words, different stories about experience. So, if we think that literature is a realistic depiction, criticism helps to represent the reality. And even in fiction and poetry, it is a representation of different words and different stories about experience. Because when you are analysis something, when you are interpretation, when you are interpret something, or when you are evaluating something, you can judge it better, and all these can happen only with the experience. I think the purpose of literary criticism has broadened, especially over the last century with the additions of feminism, Marxism, psychoanalysis, gay and gender studies, post-colonialism, and more abstract deconstruction, post-structuralism, postmodernism. So, the purpose was once the study of authorial intent. Historicism means it includes the interpretation of the history through literature and the style, which may include new criticism, formalism, and structuralism. And now it includes all manner of social, economic, cultural, and philosophical interpretation of literature. And the application of that analysis is also used to study life itself. So, the aim of literary criticism is broadened now. You can apply literary criticism in so many fields. So, the purpose of the literary criticism was once only limited to authorial intent, but now it includes almost all the fields. Even if you want to study someone's life, you have to apply criticism on it. So, dear students, this is our first introductory lecture on paper number 514, Literary Criticism. And if you have any doubt or any question regarding this paper, you can ask it by writing a comment in below section, and I will try my best to clear your doubts. Of course, you may have no doubt in the very first lecture, I know, but still, if you have any question, you can ask me. And now it's time for work from home. As you have already studied the literary criticism in last academic year, I would like to suggest to do a homework, or you can say an assignment. Here you have to analyze your favorite book in any language with critical approach and write a critical note in it. You can choose any language like Gujarati, Hindi, English, Urdu, Marathi, etc. And that book should be your favorite one, so you can judge it better either in negative or positive view. That's it. See you soon. Thank you. So friends, this is just the highlights of paper number 514, Literary Criticism. On next lecture, we will discuss about John Dryden, the father of English criticism, and his famous work, an essay on dramatic poesy. And yes, kindly share your reviews also, so that I can improve myself on the next lecture. Till then, be safe, eat healthy, and stay wealthy.